persuasive presentations are one of the most important business skills anyone can ever have. Now, when you isolate the persuasive presentation, as opposed to all the others, things start to emerge. First of all, when you start talking about persuasion, you're dealing with the human animal. You're dealing with an audience of human beings. And so one size doesn't fit all anymore. You can't just start with a joke and go to the beginning and go to the body and go to the end. You really have to develop a persuasive strategy. And that's what this book helps you do. It helps you develop and isolate a strategy that will move an audience from point A to point B. There's an old cliche that says you should start every presentation with a joke. Well, it's time to retire that notion. Humor has the ability to lighten the room. It has the ability to make serious, imponderable objections not seem that important anymore. Stories persuade by creating a sense of involvement. If I start to tell a story about the most embarrassing moment of my life, everyone in the audience is either thinking about what they'd feel like if they were in my shoes, or they're thinking about the most embarrassing situation of their life. But stories invite that kind of participation, involvement. As you start a persuasive presentation, which do you want to use? Both of these are incredibly powerful persuasive tools. But when you start a presentation, you need involvement. That's what you need. You have to get your audience involved in your message. It's nice to use humor, but humor can come later. And humor, I say, if you're just starting a presentation with a joke, you're misdeploying a very powerful tool that could be used in a far more powerful way later on in your presentation. Start your presentation with a story that can win over an audience. The takeaway for someone who reads all of these chapters and puts them all together is to take each of these persuasive tools and use them as their own, to embrace them and to start combining them. You may start with a story, make a financial case, use humor to lighten things up, and then close by inviting more audience involvement. You start to tailor these tools to your own requirements. But by isolating each one as a pure presentation, you can start to understand the raw power each one has.